Hey, mighty men of God, Joe Martin here with Real Men Connect, where we help good men become great men God's way by providing with real answers to real problems in the real world. Welcome to the Real Men Ride Along, Ohio style. I'm on a highway on I-75 in Dayton, leaving Dayton, Ohio to go to, I guess it's Lima, Ohio. I'm getting ready to go there to speak this morning to a whole lot of teachers. But I wanted to shoot a quick video for you. And has nothing to do with education, but I guess our education as men. But I wanted to talk to you about spiritual maturity, or even relational maturity, I guess, if you want to call it that. But if you want to, often on Real Men Connect check-in, I give you practical tools. So I'll tell you, I don't like to be overly spiritual, but I like to be super practical. So I like to give you tools, ideas, strategies, steps you can take to do better, be better as husbands, fathers, and spiritual leaders. And this is another example of that. This is more not to do, but to evaluate. And a lot of times, we as men, we tend to get on autopilot because we get into a routine and we do things that we don't question. We just kind of go with the motion. But I'm always trying to do a spiritual checkup of myself, as well as trying to help the men who I mentor and I disciple. And I'm going to give you an example how you can do this for yourself. And basically, if you want to see where you are spiritually and emotionally and relationally when it comes to other men, when it comes to your family, when it comes to yourself as an employer or employee, I want you to really do an evaluation of some of your struggles, your secrets, your scars. I often tell people that you don't know anyone until you know those three things about them. If you know their secrets, if you know their struggles and their scars. Now, we know not everybody will know all that stuff about you, but at the minimum, people should know, especially if you're in a relationship with other men, is that they should know your struggles. They should know even some of your scars. And I guess your secrets are kind of reserved for your closest inner circle friends. But I want you to, if you really want to know where you are relationally and emotionally, all you have to do is look at something that you are struggling with. And I don't care what it could be. I mean, it could be something very, very serious. It could be something that's not so serious. But I want you, when you get a chance, I want you to write down as many things as you think that you take to God in prayer and say, God, I really need help with this. God, I want to break this habit. God, I want to do better in this area. God, I want to stop doing this. God, I want to change that. You get the point. Now, whatever that thing is, I want you to focus on one in particular. Let's say the one you wanted to deal with the most. Say, God, this is really the one. If you're going to start, God, I'm a mess. I'm tore from the floor up, and here are all my things. But here's the first thing I want to work on. Now, here's how you check yourself to see where you are relationally, emotionally, and spiritually. First of all, ask yourself, that thing, whatever it is that you circled, that you put a check mark or a star by, is that something that you refuse to talk about to other people? In other words, I call it hiding. See, if you're not talking about it, and we're going to call it to keep it simple. Whatever it is, if you're not talking about it, that means you're hiding from it. And that's not a good thing. Because when you're hiding from it, that means you're isolating yourself, and the enemy loves when we're in isolation. Now, here's the second way. So hopefully you're not hiding from it, but if you are talking about it, but however, when you talk about it, you tend to get kind of emotional. Let's say emotional, your voice goes up, you start maybe even getting angry or passionate about it. Maybe even a tear may fall from your eye when you do it. Well, a lot of men don't like when this happens, when they get emotional about a topic or it. But I tell men that's a good thing, because now you're moving from hiding it to now you're just hurting from it. You're still hurting. And there's nothing wrong with hurting, because we know that Jesus Christ is our healer. The Holy Spirit is our comforter. And God is our shepherd, so he's going to lead us even while we go through the hurt. So there's nothing wrong with hurting. It's better than hiding. So are you hiding from it? Or are you just hurting from it? Now, this is going to get to a point that when you talk about it, you're not going to get emotional anymore about it. You're not going to get emotional. However, you'll be able to not only talk about it, but you're talking about it with a purpose. Because when you talk about it, you are actually helping other people through it. You're helping them through it. And so what does that reveal where you are emotionally and spiritually and relationally? What that tells us is that, guess what? We are healing. And we always want to be on the road to healing, right? So you're not hiding from it. You're not hurting from it. Now you're healing from it. You're healing from it because you're helping other people heal every time you help them. But God doesn't want us to stop there. He wants us to be totally whole and healed. So how do you know when you get from healing to healed? That's when you can thank God for it. Wow, I love that. Man, you can actually thank God for it. That means not only are you able to talk about it and help people through it, you can look back on your life, and as devastating as that thing was that you circled, that it was, you now say, wow, I see the purpose that it served. I see now how this is benefiting the kingdom. I see how now as God has used this now for good. And so if you can now celebrate and thank God for it and understand it, that means now you are healed from it. Now you have to understand, there's only one thing on your list that you circled. Now you can do this for all the things on your list. And as you can see, that's why we need to be in constant relationship with Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit and God, because of the fact that we're always going to be dealing with these issues, these struggles, these secrets, these scars. And we're never going to get to a point that we're healed from all of it until we get on the other side of eternity. So I wanted to share that with you before I get to my speaking engagement. But I hope that this blessed you. And if it has, please share with another brother who you may be discipling or mentoring. And guys, as I always say, we're males by birth, but we are men by choice. And you can choose to hide. You can choose to hurt. You can choose to heal, or you can choose to be healed. No different than what Jesus said to the lame man. Pick up your bed and walk. And the man was now totally healed. Because we know that a male is a terrible, terrible thing to waste. So until next time, be blessed, be strong, and as always, stay in God's grip. Talk to you soon.